How the Amish keep their bedrooms warm without gas or electricity. It's freezing outside. The wind howls through the trees, snow piling up against the wooden barn. Inside, though, it's warm, cozy. The scent of burning wood lingers in the air. A cast iron stove hums softly in the corner, radiating heat that has been building for hours. A thick handmade quilt rests on the bed, trapping warmth. This is how the Amish live, without gas, without electricity, yet perfectly warm through the harshest winters. They don't rely on modern heating systems. They don't need them. For generations, they've mastered the art of staying warm using nothing but fire, insulation, and tradition. How do they do it? Let's step into their world for a moment. Wood-burning stoves, the heart of the Amish home. A crackling fire, the soft glow of embers, the warmth spreading slowly through the room. This is the magic of a wood-burning stove. In most Amish homes, this is the primary source of heat. Unlike modern homes where the push of a button brings instant warmth, Amish families prepare all year long for winter. Firewood is gathered in the warmer months, chopped, stacked, and stored in neat piles. It's not just any wood. Hardwoods like oak and hickory burn longer, hotter. They know this. They choose wisely. By the time winter arrives, there's enough firewood to last until spring. A single stove is often placed in the main living area. It heats the house, the bedrooms, everything. Some homes have vents cut into the floor, allowing warm air to rise naturally into the rooms above. It's simple. It works. No electricity, no gas, just fire and patience. Coal stoves, the fire that lasts. Wood burns fast, too fast sometimes. That's why some Amish prefer coal. It burns longer, steadier. A coal stove can keep a house warm through the night without needing constant attention. This is important. No one wants to wake up at 3 a.m. just to add more fuel. Coal is stored in small sheds behind the house. Some families even have underground coal bins, keeping their supply dry and ready for use. It's messy, yes, but it's efficient. One fire, one load of coal, and warmth for hours. Not all Amish use coal. It depends on the community. Some stick to it only. Others mix both, using coal for long nights and wood for the day. Either way, they've got it figured out. Masonry heaters, a giant glowing furnace. Then there's the masonry heater, a beast of a structure made from brick or stone. It looks like part of the house itself. In a way, it is. These heaters aren't just for warmth. They're part of the home's foundation, built to last for generations. Here's how they work. A fire's burned inside once, maybe twice a day. The thick walls absorb the heat, storing it like a giant battery. Over time, that heat slowly radiates back into the room. No need for constant tending. No risk of fire going out in the middle of the night. Just steady, gentle warmth. These heaters are rare, though. Not every Amish family has one. They take skill to build, time to construct. But those who have them swear by them. Kerosene heaters, a touch of modernity. The Amish don't use electricity, but that doesn't mean they avoid all modern conveniences. Some communities allow kerosene heaters. Small, portable, easy to move from room to room. A backup plan just in case. There's a trick to using them, though. Kerosene burns hot, but it also produces fumes. Proper ventilation is key. Windows cracked, slightly open, doors not fully shut. It's a delicate balance, keeping the heat in while letting the bad air out. For some, it's a necessary compromise. For others, too modern, too risky. It depends on the community, the family, the individual. Thick insulation, keeping heat where it belongs. Heating a house is one thing. Keeping the heat inside, another challenge altogether. The Amish are masters of insulation. Thick wooden walls, often packed with sawdust or hay. Some even use corn husks. Odd but effective. Windows aren't just glass. They have thick wooden shutters, closed tight at night. Floors sometimes have rugs or straw mats for extra warmth. Every small detail matters. Every layer makes a difference. Modern homes rely on technology to stay warm. The Amish rely on craftsmanship. It works. Quilts and layering. Personal warmth matters too. A room can be warm, but what about the bed? Amish quilts are legendary. Handmade, thick and layered. Wool, cotton, sometimes even feathers inside. These aren't just blankets. They're works of art, passed down through generations. But quilts alone aren't enough. Layering is key. Thick wool socks, flannel nightgowns, sometimes even knit caps. The goal isn't just to stay warm. It's to trap heat, conserve it. And it works. Hot stones and water bottles. Old school heating tricks. This one's simple, but genius. Stones are heated near the fire, wrapped in cloth, and placed in beds before sleeping. By the time someone climbs in, the bed is already warm. Hot water bottles work the same way, filled with steaming water, tucked under the blankets. They hold heat for hours. A small trick, but a lifesaver on the coldest nights. Shared sleeping, the warmth of family. In many Amish homes, children share beds, not just because of space, but for warmth. Body heat is free, efficient, reliable. It's a practice that's faded in modern households. But for the Amish, it makes sense. In a house where the only heat comes from fire, every bit of warmth counts. Passive solar heating, letting nature do the work. Some Amish homes, especially newer ones, are built with the sun in mind. Large south-facing windows let in light during the day. Stone or brick floors absorb that heat, releasing it slowly at night. It's subtle, but it helps. A natural way to add a few extra degrees without burning more fuel. A life without electric heat, and yet no cold. So how do they do it? How do they survive brutal winters without gas, without electricity, without modern furnaces humming in the background? Simple. Preparation, tradition, hard work. They gather firewood when the sun is still shining. They build homes meant to last through any storm. They layer, they insulate, they adapt. And it works. It has always worked. Maybe there's a lesson in that.